later, it's only a matter of time before he's in the victory lane as well. Driver the KD3 car for Kyle Norwood. And this driver finishing the 7th spot. Good to see him back after a couple of weeks leave of absence. He's out of Lancaster, South Carolina, the 13C for Buddy Cecil. In the 8th spot from Indian Land, South Carolina, a Knox Bailey built race car. Good to see this driver out here. Always a hard charger. Johnny Starkey. And in the 9th spot, out of Waxhaw, North Carolina. Now, again, another great competitor, folks. Had his share of hard knocks and mechanical issues and breakdowns. And again, this past Saturday night, had some handling issues on the car. The car did get up into turn 1 and hit the wall pretty hard. But he was able to come back out here and try to at least finish the race. But finishing in the 9th spot, the 12 car out of Waxhaw for Jason Gullidge. And in the 10th spot, from Fort Lawn, South Carolina. Good to see him back after a few weeks leave from the Speedway as well. Joseph Richardson. All right, we're going to take a little commercial break here, folks, and tell you about the good folks over here at the U.S. Bonding Company, the Underline Associates, for the SMR, Southeastern Motorsports Radio Network. Folks, you never know. People can get into all kinds of issues. They can have legal issues. Good people can have bad things happen to them. But the U.S. Bonding Company, serving Charlotte and Monroe of North Carolina, they've been around since 1979, folks. 1979. These people know their business. They got a saying over there that says, if they nail you, we can bail you. If you're in jail, give us a yell. 1-800-BAILOUT. Folks, bond service, warrant service, questions on court, female bondsmen over there, anything that you may need some legal advice on. Now, they're not attorneys. These are bondsmen. But bondsmen can also give you the advice that you need, lend you an opportunity to try to better yourself. They got another saying over there, they've helped many people put their feet back on the street, put many families back together since 1979. So, bad things can happen to good people. Give them a call if you ever need the service over there. Jim Camp and all the associates over there at U.S. Bonding, give them a call, 1-800-BAILOUT, 24/7. All major credit cards accepted. Again, that's 1-800-BAILOUT, B-A-I-L-O-U-T, 1-800-BAILOUT, 1-800-BAILOUT. Give them a call. And like I say, these folks here, good things for good people. So, folks, let's get right back here to the race results from the Super Speedway this past Saturday night. Again, Faith Funderburk Realty Superstock, great feature. Don't be left out. Be right back there this Saturday night. Be a part of all the action. Don't forget the Super Speedway this Saturday night. Grandstands open at 5 o'clock. Pits open up at 4 o'clock. $25 for the pit area, $12 in the grandstand. And if it's too hot, bring your car. Park it down in the infield area. Pay the pit fee down there. You can sit there in the comforts of your automobile and the air conditioning, and you can tune into 95.3 on your FM dial and listen to all the action from the Super Tower. That's the 95.3 right there at Lancaster Super Speedway. All right, now moving on down to the Renegades here, the Cawthon Motor Renegades. Again, folks, another great feature event. These guys, they put on some of the best shows between the Renegades and the Super Stocks. It does not get any better. All right, finishing in the first spot out of Lancaster, South Carolina. There was no doubt about it. When he came with the A game, put his dancing shoes on, and he was ready to tap dance his way around the high banks and put on a show. The 16 car for Brandy Baker from Lancaster, South Carolina, took down a victory in the Cawthon Motor Renegades. Now, finishing in the second spot, this was a repeat double take. Also, Brandy Baker, his victories last week and this past week, 2-2. Brandy took down 2 victories this week and 2 the week before, back-to-back. Finishing in the second spot, the 16B from Lancaster, South Carolina, was Andrew Baker. In the third spot from Rock Hill, South Carolina, driver number 19 car, it was Travis Mosley. In the fourth spot, driver number 75 car from Fort Mill, South Carolina, he's known as the gentleman around the speedway, it was James Marion. In the fifth spot, driver out of Heath Springs, South Carolina, driver Robbie Helms. In the sixth spot from Case, South Carolina, this driver, the K9, did not actually get a chance to finish the race, had a little incident in turn number 4, Russell K. And in the seventh spot from Lancaster, South Carolina, driver of the 01 car was Kevin Blackwell. That is your top 7 finishing order in the Cawthon Motor Renegades and the Lancaster Super Speedway. Moving on down here to the M&M Muffler and Tire Extreme 4. Great race. This driver here that took down the victory a couple of weeks back managed to get into a little incident on the back straightaway, flipped the car over, was fine, walked away from it. But good to see him back with a little bit of time off to get the car right back where they needed to be. Driver of the B14 car for Mel Privet from Fort Lawn, South Carolina. Took down a victory at the Super Speedway for the M&M Muffler and Tire Extreme 4. Great job. In the second spot, this gentleman right here is 9 victories this year in 2015. With 1 DQ, but still manages 9 victories here. In the second spot, driver of the 12X car from Lancaster, South Carolina was David Laney. In the third spot, driver of the 5R from Lancaster, South Carolina was Chris Baker. In the fourth spot, good to see him back. This driver has been away for several weeks, came back and put on a great show. Managed to finish in the top 5 from Lancaster, South Carolina, driver to 17 for Joseph Laney. In the fifth spot, from Camden, South Carolina, driver the 00 car for Chris Henson. In the sixth spot, to Rock Hill, South Carolina, driver the 00J for Jackson Thomason. In the seventh spot, from Monroe, North Carolina, driver the 42M car for Justin Newell. In the eighth spot, driver number 80 car from Lancaster, South Carolina was Scott Barrett. In the ninth spot, from Lancaster, South Carolina, driver the 63H was Chris Hunter. And in the 10th spot, driver number 3 car from Heath Springs, South Carolina, was Adam Bowers. Great job by all the drivers there in Extreme 4. Like I say, congratulations going to Mel Privet. After being away for a short time due to a crash several weeks back, come back and put it right back in the victory lane. That's the way you come back, folks. That is the way you do it at the Super Speedway. And remember, they'll tell you at the Super Speedway, a top 5 spot at the Super Speedway is just like a victory at any other racetrack around. Anybody will tell you, anybody that's ever run the Super Speedway will tell you, if you take a top 5 at the Lancaster Super Speedway, son, you have won a feature someplace else, because that is one of the fastest high bank dirt tracks in the entire Southeast. When we say a half mile of high bank, we're talking a high bank, high flying, high, wide, and handsome, super fast dirt track. Go back a couple of years ago, Dave Blaney come down there to test the some tires in the World of Outlaw sprint car. 147.2 miles an hour was a speed turn by David Blaney at the Lancaster Super Speedway. Now, folks, I'll tell you what, when you turn that kind of speed at the Super Speedway, let's just say you need to hang on to what you brought, because if you're just a little bit off, that track will let you know it is a non-forgiving racetrack. That's about the easiest way and the simplest way I can put it. All right, the underlying sponsors here for the SMR, Southeastern Motorsports Radio Network. This division here is also their primary sponsor, Mr. Jim Camp and the good folks at U.S. Bonding. They are the primary sponsors for the vintage class here at the Lancaster Super Speedway. So let's give it a rundown right here. Driving the Philip Hayes number 07 car from Lancaster, South Carolina, Timbo Mangum took down the victory here at the Super Speedway. In the second spot from Waxhaw, North Carolina, the Spin Man himself in the 45 SR, Marty Spittle. Now in the third spot, this driver not only finished in the top 5 here this past Saturday night, but the Super Speedway ran a second chance non-winners race. What that means basically is anybody at the Super Speedway that has never won a victory in any division of any type at the Super Speedway. We give them an opportunity to come out here for some bragging rights, a trophy, and some cash. And this gentleman who finished in the third spot was able to take down, and he is the sponsor for the division as well, the U.S. Bonding Vintage Cars driver number 30 car out of Matthews, North Carolina. Jim Camp took down a victory in the non-winners race and also brought it home in the third spot. Great job by Jim and all the people there from the Harrington Nation and everybody at the U.S. Bonding Vintage stables over there. In the fourth spot, driver number 52 from Marshville, North Carolina, was Mike Courtney. In the fifth spot, out of Monroe, North Carolina, driver from the number 2 car was Ron Gearing. In the sixth spot, from Monroe, North Carolina, a young driver driving on the 21 car for Andy Templin. And in the seventh spot, this driver here had some issues. Great to see him back up there. Beautifully built race car. But not sure if he had transmission go or the motor went on the car. But all we can tell you is coming out of turn number 4, it was nothing but a cloud of blue smoke, and that beautifully prepared blue number 71 for Steve Davis just did not get it done. Too bad, tough job and tough break for Steve Davis, but he will take in the 7th spot. All right, now we got some results here for you from the World of Outlaws as well. We're going to bring you those very shortly here, but we need to take a little underlined break right here and let you know the good folks from the U.S. Bonding represent the show here for the Southeastern Motorsports Radio Network. And Jim Camp and all the good folks over there have come on board this year to underline the show. And, it's a... How do I explain the bonding service here? Bonding service is a company that, good things, folks, good people, good things. You're always thinking nothing can go wrong, and all of a sudden, just one day, boom, here you go. A little bit of incident took place. Maybe it's a traffic ticket. Maybe an incident where a family member or something like that needs a service as a bond service or some warrant issues or something like that. Or you just have some legal questions in regards to some pending charges, some things that are pending with you. Folks, these people have been around since 1979. Jim Camp and all the good folks over there at the U.S. Bonding Service. Like I say, if you ever need just to talk to somebody for some advice, these people here since 1979, give them a call 24/7. They can help you out. They've got the answers for you. They can answer your questions. They can answer your legal questions. Jim Camp and all the associates serving the greater Charlotte area, Union County, Monroe, the Lincoln County, Lincolnton area, also the Concord area. Give them a call 24/7, 1-800-BAILOUT. That's 1-800-BAILOUT. BAILOUT, 1-800-BAILOUT. And if they nail you, folks, he can bail you. That's what he says. And when you want out, just call 1-800-BAILOUT. That's what it is. 1-800-BAILOUT will get you right back, put your feet back on the street, putting families back together since 1979, folks. Give them a call. Like I say, bad things can happen to good people. Don't let it be you. Don't let you be the good person, to be caught up in some of them bad things. Give them a call, 1-800-BAILOUT. That's 1-800-BAILOUT, 1-800-BAILOUT. Jim Camp and the good folks at U.S. Bonding. All right, now let's see. We need to give you some results here from the World of Outlaws this past Saturday night in the feature event. Now, these drivers here, a lot of folks follow the World of Outlaws. They follow the Super Dirt Series. They follow the Super Late Model Series. This feature event here, this past weekend here up in Minnesota, this driver here, he's driving with the Weld Bank Energy Corp out of Georgia. Capital Fabrications race car, finishing in the first spot, number 25 car for Shane Clanton. Shane turned in a Best time of 14.8